Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Purda session. Let's start the session. We are into the collection topic and we are into sorted map. In previous session, what we have seen, what is sorted map? So it is a child interface of map. If you want to represent a group of key and value according to sorting of key, then we should go for sorting map. For based on key, sorting is happen. So sorting means something ascending and descending order. If it is an English word or letters, then alphabetical ascending order A B C D E F G, and in case of number, it is like numerical order 1 2 3 4 5 6. So methods, what are the available methods? These are the available methods inside sorted map we have seen. After that, we have seen tree map. Okay. So first, let's have a program on then sorted map. Then we will see tree map. Okay. Already we discussed, but let's have a program on. So let me delete this program from our test class. Okay. Now, try to observe. So this is our main method. So let me create one sorted map. Sorted, sorted map. Okay. Set of action equal to what? Sorted. We need to provide key and values, guys, because sorting is done based on key, right? So we need to define what kind of. So let me give here key as a of type, let's say string. Key whenever we are going to add, and that let's say this is an integer. Okay. It is a child interface of map, right? So that's why object creation is not possible. So we are going to use what? Tree map. New tree map. Okay. Not complete. Guys, see this. So sorry. Keeping string in double quote. Okay. Are you able to understand why I'm keeping sorted map not equal to new sorted map? Because sorted map is an interface. See, sorted map is interface. It is a child interface of map. Okay. That's why we are keeping in left side sorted map, and we are creating one class which is becoming of type what? Sorted map. Now try to observe. This is a tree map. Can I add some data into this sorted map? sm.put some let's say key I am adding, and the value is integer, so 1. sm.put can I paste some string like c comma some value, let's say I'm giving 3. Let's say sm.put I'm giving now b double quote b I am giving, and here I am giving 2. Here I am giving 2. Now can I run this program? Let me print system that out.println this sm. Let me print this sm. See guys, what we are, how we are adding a c b, or how it is coming a b c, right? Okay. Now, so this is what sorting I am talking about. Okay. Now I want to get some value. What is the value of a? How I can get? What is the sorted map sm dot get? Okay. Object key. What is the key? What is the key? I am giving key a. What is the value associated with this key? Please give me that value. Let me print this. Okay. So values of what type? Already we know, right? It is declared as integer. So values will be always integer when we are declaring. String will be like we are in key as string, so always we need to provide string. So now let me copy this, let me paste here and provide integer. Not, let me give some variable, let's say value. Value. Value and give that. Let me print second output. See, one is coming, right? One is coming. Value is, when we are passing key, it is giving the value. Okay? Now, can we remove this value? Can we remove some value? SM remove. When we are giving remove, it is asking key. Can I provide the key? Okay. Please remove value of B. Let me take return type of this Alt Shift L. It is giving remove. Let me print this out. Paste here. And let me pass remove. Let me run the program. This is removed, right? This is removed. B is removed. Let me print SM again. Let me print a. See, B is removed, right? B is removed. Okay. Now, so this is how sorted map work. Remember this thing. We cannot create direct object for sorted map. Okay, because sorted map is a child interface of what map. But whenever we are creating some child class object, for example, new tree map, we created an object. It is held by sorted map, and then we can apply the functionality of what we have understand from sorted map point of view. Okay, till now we are good, right? Now, if we come to tree map, what is tree map? The underlying data structure of tree map structure is red black tree. Okay, duplicates keys are not allowed, but duplicates values are allowed. Insertion order is not present. It is use some sorting order of key. Default natural sorting order are always homogeneous and comparable. If customized, we have discussed this in previous session, right? Default natural sorting order, keys are always homogeneous and comparable. What is comparable comparator? We already discussed almost. We have discussed one or two session on this. Okay. If customized sorting order is required, the comparator, then keys can be heterogeneous and non-comparable. Okay. We have seen this point in previous session. Now let's have some program. Let me create some tree map. TM equal to what? New tree map. Okay. See, I can pass some comparator object, right? Let me create some. Okay, let me open this class. I will split my two class into two part. Okay, I divided two part. Okay, left side is I will create one tree map. But before that, let me check my comparator class. Okay. So this is what my comparator, implement comparator. Okay. What we are doing, we are passing some object. Okay. Two objects we are passing. Okay. And let me remove this. Compare. Okay. Let me do obj o1 dot toString. Alt Shift L. It will give some string.
Hello, sir. Your voice is good.
Now my voice is good, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now O2 dot toString. O2 dot toString. Alt Shift L. Let me take this variable as string. ठीक है? Now we know, right, how to do comparison. How to do comparison? Return string to dot compare to method. Compare to method and string one I am comparing. You know, right, how this comparator will give positive, negative value. We already discussed. This is during comparator comparable. We observe how these values are written, positive, negative, right? So this is what we are doing in our comparator class. ठीक है? So comparator, implement comparator. ठीक है? And whenever this is, let me pass this comparator object. Now I will create what? Observe right side. ठीक है? Let me create one tree map. Tree map tm equal to new tree map. Tree map equal to new tree map. Let me pass some new my comparator object. Semicolon required. Save this. Now can I put some data? Tm dot put. I will pass some data. ठीक है? Let me copy this line. Here a double quote, comma. Something I'm giving. ठीक है? I given some data. Let me do some value. A, BB, DD, FF, CC. And some number I'm giving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. ठीक है? Now let me print this. System dot out dot println. Let me print this TM. In reverse order, right? Are you getting? Now we are getting in reverse order. So we are good. If you understand the comparable comparator concept, then only you can able to understand what this logic is doing. If you miss that session, go to YouTube recording, watch that session, then you will understand what this line is doing. I have a big program. I have explained what is going to return. Let me change this, make this 1. Ascending order, right? Now ascending order. I just change because it is going to return some positive, negative number, right? That you have to understand. Okay. So this is how, like, see, duplicates is not allowed. First of all, duplicates is not allowed in the tree map. Okay. Let me add some duplicate. What will happen? See, what happened? This overwrite, right? A for 10 and A for 120. This value override this value. That's why it is coming 10. So duplicates keys are not allowed, but value can be duplicated. Insertion is order is not preserved. It can be anything. It can be anything. Okay. Now, can I remove this comparator? Control X. Can I run the program? C A B D F. What is coming? Remove this line. Not required. Observe. A B D F. A B D F is coming, right? Okay. It is based on some sorting order of key. ठीक है? So same way, when we are passing our comparator object here, what happen? We can customize it. We can do it ascending. We can do it. For example, let me again pass this new comparator. ठीक है? New comparator object I pass. ठीक है? Now, can I run this program now? See, I am able to do the sorting now. See, A, B, D, F. Can I change this 2 and this is 1? Why I'm not focusing on this comparator logic? Because we already discussed 1 hour on this. Okay? So you should know. If you don't know, please go and back to comparator recording and watch that session. See, now this is changed, right? So this is what our comparator logic is, which is in how we are able to do the sorting. Okay? Now. ठीक है. One second. The next is hash table. The next is hash table. Okay. As we have seen in many of the collection, the underlying data structure is hash table. Right? Now hash table come into picture. Now hash table come into picture. Now try to observe. For hash table, for hash table, for hash table, the underlying data structure is hash table only. The underlying data structure is hash table only. Okay. Now duplicate keys are not allowed. Duplicate keys are not allowed. Okay. But values can be duplicated. Values can be duplicated. Next is insertion. Insertion order. Insertion order is not preserved. Insertion order is not preserved. And it is based on keys. It is based on keys. Okay. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed for both keys and values. All statement we have discussed so many times. What is duplicate keys? Every collection we are discussing same concept. Duplicate keys, heterogeneous object. Right here, duplicate keys, heterogeneous object. So you need to understand what is the common, how to remember this thing. Create a table like Excel, to keep array list, then linked list, then vector, then something like set, something hash set, right? Something tree set, right? Then map, then hash map, right? Sorted map, weak map, and keep here tabular form properties, right? Duplicates allowed or not, duplicates allowed or not, right? Heterogeneous object allowed or not. What is the version? What is about synchronized keywords? Methods are synchronized or not. Like this, you have to create one table. Then you can create one table for your interview. What are the topic? Then you can remember in one single shot. Okay? But not need to ratta. You have to remember the thing. Okay? Like this, you have to create the. Okay? Now, Null insertion is not possible. Null insertion is not possible. Null insertion is not possible for both key and value. Both key and value. Null insertion is not possible for both keys and value. Okay? Every method, every method, every method in hash table is synchronized. Synchronized. See, common point. Duplicate is there, heterogeneous is there, insert. These are 4-5 common point, na? Duplicate keys are not allowed. Like duplicate, then insertion, then heterogeneous and synchronized. 455 point is there. They will ask you what is difference between hash map and hash table, tree set and sorted set, something weak map and normal map. They will ask you. Ideally, and I have told you, whenever the word linked list is there, for example, to remember the point also, you have to see linked hash map. Whenever the linked come, so linked list is associated in data structure. Linked hash map. Similarly, if you go up, linked list. Linked hash set. See, linked list is associated. Linked hash map, linked hash set. Linked list. The underlying data structure is linked list. So whenever this linked list coming, so linked list, linked hash set, okay? Then you have to think in that perspective, linked hash map, right? You have to think how you have to give the answer, how to recall the answers. Okay? So that is important. That trick you should understand and you develop by yourself, because that tricks are depend on person to person. So every method is in hash table. Every method in hash table. Every method in hash table is what? Synchronized. Okay? Now. So what is the constructor? Constructor. Constructor. What is the constructor? Hash table ht equal to new hash table. Okay. What it will do? Default capacity for this hash table is 11, and the default ratio is 0.75. You understand this, right? This is already discussed. When a hash table has some object is created, if its capacity is defined, so for this the hash table, we can hold 11th object. Okay, 11, okay, you can add 11 objects. After that, the moment it will reach its 75% of this capacity, it will get double 11 to 22. Okay, this is default field ratio. You all okay? Now, this is one. This is one constructor. You can also provide some initial capacity. So int initial capacity you can provide. Initial capacity you can provide. Okay. Paste here. Int capacity also you can provide. Initial capacity also you can provide. Capacity also you can provide, and default ratio, default capacity, and you can provide default field ratio. Then, for example, for default hash table constructor, its capacity by default 11, it is 0.75 is the field ratio. That value, whatever you are giving here, that value will become its initial capacity. And whatever the ratio, at what point the hash table it should duplicate. That will be near field ratio. Okay, one second. Okay, now let's have a program on this. So can I create one hash table object? Let me create one hash table object. Hash table, ht equal to what? New hash table. I created this. Why error? Import. Control Shift O. Control Shift O. Save. What happened? Oh, sorry. T small t. Control Shift O. Okay. Now, can I put some data here? Okay. Now let me create one class also here. We will use this. Not required this. Forget. I am giving some my class. I am giving some my class name. Let me rename this. Control Shift O. Now try to observe. I am using this my class, right? My class. What this my class is having? One variable int of x it is having. Okay? Save this. Alt Shift S a constructor. Alt Shift S one constructor. What is the constructor? Parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor is generated. Okay? I am returning some hash code. Try to understand what I am trying to do. I will override hash code method and toString method. How to override hash code method? Hash code method is provided by object class. Can I return my own hash code? Hash code, hash code. I'm hash code method is there. I am returning what? Return some number. Return some number. Instead of hash code, what I am returning? I am returning the number which is returning. This is our hash code. The number whatever is there, that number itself will become hash code. Okay? Control Shift F format this to string. I am overriding toString method. Instead of customize, I am creating our customize. It is going to return toString method is going to return some string. What is the return? What is going to return? Return. I am customizing x plus some string. Number plus string will become string, right? X is an integer, but double quote is strings. Number anything with string will become string. So it is going to return. Whatever number will be there, with that number, it will add some space, and that is number, that space will going to print. Now try to observe what I am trying to do in this program and right side program. I created one object, right? Now I will create. Now I will put some hash. Now I will put some key value, right? Hash table is a child of map, so key value is allowed, right? st dot put, st dot put, st dot put. Okay, I am creating my class object, new my class, new my class. My class accept what? X integer. I can pass one, right? And value should be, let's say, a Amit. Are you getting what I'm trying to do? See this program. In this program, map can have key and value. So I am defining key. Key can be any object. What is my object? My class. When I create an object, my class, what is the constructor? This constructor I have to use because this is default, parameterized constructor. What is it expecting? Number, right? So new my class, I pass any number and value I am passing. Now try to observe. Similarly, I can add some more data. Similarly, I can add some more data. Copy this. Copy this. Oh my God, it is done. Let me give some random value. 1, 5, 7, 2, 3. Amit, Kumar, SRK, HRK, not KRK, HRK, Damodar. So I am using Damodar. Okay. Can I print some statement? Let me do. System dot out dot println. What is my hash table? HT. Sorry, HT. HT. Save this program. Run this program. 75321, right? 75321. What is happening, guys? What is happening? Try to observe. 75321. What is happening? Now observe, guys. This is the hash table created. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this 11, right? This is your 0, this is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3. Like this is 11, right? So what happened? What happened? First, try to observe. When we add new my class 1, so what is the number? I am passing 1. 1 will become hash code na. 1 will become hash code because 1 I am when I am using this class, this put method, new my class, number 1 will pass to here and x will pass to here, and then that same number will become hash code. The same number will become hash code. Now, what I am passing 1. So it is returning 1 as a hash code. 1 as a hash code, right? And 2 string means something, right? Now try to observe. 1. So where will be Amit? Amit will be here, right? 1 equal to what? Key is what? 1. And this is your Amit. Here your Amit will be there. What is the next value? Next value is what? 5. 5. 5 Kumar. Where is 5? Let's say here it is a 5. 5 is equal to what? 5 equal to what, Kumar? It is storing like this. Then 7. Where is 7? Something in between 5 and 7. It is having 7. And what is the value of 7? SRK. So value are inserted like this. So when we are printing, so how it is printing? See the output. 7 equal to SRK. 5 equal to Kumar, 3 equal to Damodar, 2 equal to HRK. Right? 1 equal to what? Amit. Are you understanding? From top to bottom. From how is the order? Top to bottom. And right to left. This is your top. This is your bottom. This is your right. And this is your left. How the value is going? Left to right. Same way, uh, let me add some value. Let me add some value. How I can explain one second. I will tell you. Let me clear the drawing. Let me clear the drawing. Then you will understand. ठीक है. One second. Now, Can we add some null? What will happen? Null pointer exception. Welcome. We cannot add null. Can we add null? Let me give some string value. Null is not allowed both key and value. Okay. So this is what our hash table, guys. Okay. We will see tomorrow. I'm stopping my screen share. I'm stopping the recording. And just give me a minute.